Go and get your team. Yo. I'm cutting the music short, getting started. My name is Dwayne, with my guys Joey and Chubbs. And today I am taking all calls regarding the Miami Dolphins offense versus good teams. So if you guys want to hit up this line, it's called 1-800-mid.com. When they play good teams, be sure to hit me up. I will answer any questions regarding the Miami Dolphins performances versus teams that actually have winning records. So, as you can tell, I'm here to ready to spit some agendas, here to talk. But we got to get into, are the Ravens the best team in the NFL? How should we feel about the Cowboys' loss to the Eagles? Are the Bengals officially back? And we got some other things to get into, especially the young god himself, the young QB, the top five, may we say? CJ Stroud leading an impressive drive. But let's go ahead and get started, fellas. How do we feel? Talk to the people.
Chubbs, this guy is a character, man. This is crazy.
You can go. You had 9:30 game.
We did have the 9:30 game.
Are we talking fraud talk early?
I mean, it's the 9:30 game. Let's start off with the.
Let's
game.
go ahead. Dolphins lose 14-21 to the Kansas City Chiefs. Some may say the best team in the NFL. Some may say not. But let's go ahead and get into it. Joey, tell us why you guys lost. How do you feel about this loss? And how is your confidence?
No, I feel like you should go first because you have a lot. You have a lot to say.
All right. I'm gonna say something I said. It's like when I said Tua couldn't play in the cold. It's like, the Dolphins are frauds. They are the Lions of the AFC. Someone said the Cowboys. I think that was too generous. They are the Lions of the AFC. They have yet to beat a team with a winning record. All this talk all year, they're the paper champions. And, Dolphins fans are going to try to downplay, we weren't supposed to be here yet. We weren't supposed to do this and that. And then they're going to tell us about how they had to run the ball to be more effectively, which I agree. You do have to run the ball to be more effective. But, it should have really been 14-7, 21-7. But I don't know what Chris Jones wanted to hit Tua for. He did that, extended the drive for no reason. But I'm going to say this. It was a good game. The Chiefs' defense is as advertised, like I told Joey. They were going to be able to hold you guys down, contain you guys, which they did for literally an entire half. I give you, they did have some turnovers. Tyreek Hill, I don't know. A turnover, fumbles happen, but he also, he played good. Obviously, Jalen Water was a little nicked up here and there, which hurt you guys as well. But when it came down to it, Tua had a chance to tie the game. And he underthrows the ball like he typically does in Tua fashion. The most accurate QB in the NFL, as they would tell us, couldn't accurately get the ball to a wide open man. It's like when you play Madden and you throw a ball and they say under pressure and you're like, there's no one around me. That's what it looked like when Tua threw that ball.
In FTL leagues, for sure.
Fumbling, not even being able to get the fourth down playoff after you guys were called a timeout is hilarious. Call a timeout just to mess it all up. Your defense did come to play. I will say that they played probably their best game. No, I think their Eagles game probably was a little better. But containing. But again, we know how the Chiefs offense has been looking all year. So not gonna give you guys too much credit for that. But Milhomme did things that you said he would have to do, run with his feet, extend plays. You guys were not playing. You guys were like, if the Chiefs are gonna win, it's not gonna be because of Travis Kelce. Double, triple, didn't matter. Shout out to Rashee Rice getting a touchdown. Those first two drives from Kansas City were very impressive, but you guys were able to contain yourselves and get them in. Kansas City team also did bend but not break. Obviously, that was a big catch by Cedric Wilson. That was a big touchdown catch by him. Put you guys a little closer. But at the end of the day, your quarterback, who everyone had top 3, top 5, and I did too. I'm not gonna lie. He came up small just like another quarterback we can talk about later. But he did come up small in the biggest moments of the game. Pressure did get to him, figuratively and literally. But yeah, I mean, Dolphins are who I thought they were. They were a team that only can beat bad teams. They win the games that they're supposed to win. And hopefully there are more games that you guys are supposed to win versus underwhelming teams, so you guys can make the playoffs. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
I don't got really much to say. Y'all kind of said it all. I'm gonna give kudos to the Chiefs defense. Holding Tyreek to under 100 yards. He only had about 59 or something. So they came to play. I thought that if the Dolphins did pull this off, that I would consider them for real. And I don't know. They're like, it's weird. I don't think Cowboys is a bad comparison. Wayne thinks it's too much, but like that's two highly effective offenses. Both teams haven't been able to win the big game against the big good teams. They've been handling business and putting up points against the sorry teams. So I saw a stat like same thing with Dallas, Miami against the teams that are like below 500 or right at 500, scoring 30 plus points. But when they play those top teams, they're scoring less than 2 touchdowns or 17 points or something like that a game. That's not a good formula to be going off of. And this is like week 8, week 9, and they're still doing this. They need to fix it now because you're getting into that's ESPN. Shit. They need to fix it now because if you do this in playoffs, they're going to be a one and done type of team if they make it, which they're going to. But it's sad though, Joe, because and Wayne, but Joe mainly because this is your team. You have so much talent on this roster. You should be winning at least a couple big games, not lackluster big games like every time you play a good team. So I don't know. It's just it. You guys need to start going on a run because what has been Tua's biggest criticism, and Wayne loved to say it when
It's about to get cold.
It is about to get cold. And the top teams in the AFC right now, come January or December, January, whatever the playoffs is, it gets cold in Baltimore. It gets cold in Buffalo. It gets cold in Kansas City. It gets cold. So we'll see. You guys need to do something now, though.
Santa baby.
You can't keep dropping games, though, and Buffalo getting up on y'all. Even if you guys have the head-to-head or whatever. I mean, you guys lost to them, actually. So
yeah, they did.
You need to do stuff now. You need to do stuff.
Hey, and guess what tells us this? If the playoffs started today,
I know.
Best division of football.
Best division of football.
Team in the playoffs.
Best division of football. Best division. But honestly, Joey and Wayne, this is just my take on the Dolphins. Looking at the team right now, yes, they have on paper they are Super Bowl or bust before the season, but they're a team I can say there might be 1 year away from a Super Bowl.
How many years? We're gonna keep saying
the only reason why I'm saying this because the big thing is if they stop spending money on fucking athletes and just focus more on that offensive line and maybe try to get a running back, this team could be dangerous. Like Ravens dangerous because Ravens dangerous right now is overall. I can't say that about Dolphins. The Dolphins aren't an overall great team. They have weak spots in the teams and in the team, and it shows on game day. So I don't know. You guys are 1 year away to me. And
I mean, I kind of agree with that, Chuck. I mean, in the beginning of the season, I told y'all was like, yo, y'all Super Bowl or bust. And I was telling y'all, yo, our team, it's not as ready as y'all think it is. But coming into the season, the way they were balling, I'm like, yes, we can go and we can do it. And I believe we can still do it with this team. The only thing is that we have a, let's going back to the game, the rushing attack. We ran the ball six times first half. We can't do that. We can't win a game like that. That's crazy, right? So, and it comes down to I do put it on coaching, and we talked about Mike McDaniels doing that last year, and he was doing it better beginning of the season running the ball. But when it seems like when it comes to bigger teams that have a good defense, his team seems to run away from it and want to pass the ball more and do the trick plays and things like that. And sometimes you can just, if you just run the ball, because we can run the ball effectively, even though with our offensive line. I was surprised that Connor Williams was back. It actually wasn't enough. But getting down to key situations, we have a good team and we can put ourselves in situations to win the games. But if Tua cannot come through, because what separates great quarterbacks and good quarterbacks are when it's like, all right, it's cool when your team is good, but when it's on you, are you going to be able to step up and ball out and put your team in a situation to win and win again? Patrick Mahomes did it. Tua couldn't, but Tua could not do that and do it in that situation. So yes, he messed up that snap. He had that ball. I think the ball slipped out of his hand. Whatever the issue was, he had to make that throw. Guy was wide open. But I was impressed by the defense. I think this loss doesn't define us. Yes, we haven't beaten the good teams. We have played the Chiefs and the Eagles, and we also played the Bills, which are still front runners in the NFL. Yes, that sucks because that's the team probably going to.
That's exactly what you guys are.
And that's you can say that, but you can also say that all those guys are front runners as well, because in the day we don't know who's going to win. But because teams are getting hot right now, AFC is getting hot. But saying is all those guys are going to be in the playoffs. I don't see us not making the playoffs, and I think we're going to come back into that situation. And we have a lot of tough games coming up, and I know y'all said we're talking about playing in the cold, but most of our games are at home. The only games that are really playing in the cold, we're not
in Baltimore, buddy.
Right, not in Baltimore. That's correct, but it's okay. We'll see what happens then. But we play Bills in Miami. We play Dallas in Dallas. We're playing most of our teams in Miami. With the other team we got in the cold is the Commanders and
hot take. Wouldn't you
looking at some
be
else.
getting them
And the
games
Jets
in the
and the
cold
Jets
so
play
you
us
can
at
get
home
the
too.
playoffs and you're ready to play in the cold?
I mean, it don't matter because we have games in the cold and we have games at home. So in either way, we have a tough schedule coming up. We're going versus some really good defenses. So
they're football players. They're in the NFL. They should be able to play.
We're going on a bye week. We're getting all our guys back. We're getting our guys back, and this is where the Dolphins is going to show us if they're battle tested, right? Because they went through the games, they lost the close games, and we're going to see because they're going to go versus some really good defenses coming up. And we're going to see what the Dolphins can do, what they can do. Right now, it's like it is what it is. I'm not going to let this game define us, but we can bounce back after the bye week. And we can make some things happen.
So you're feeling good. You're feeling encouraged after this week, Joe?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, because our defense came back. Our defense showed me something. Charles showed me something really good. Right. So I was like, all right, cool. I like where our defense is get doing. If Mike McDaniel can get that offense back together and Tua can perform in these key situations, because he's already been in it. We can't say he doesn't have experience. He has experience. He has the years under his belt. He's been in these games. He's won some of those games. He's lost some of those games. So now these games coming up, they're going to count on Tua's arm, and they're going to count on Tyreek because Tyreek hasn't been on his game lately. So they're going to count on these guys, and this is going to count like, oh, is this a super? And this is really what it, because we played those top two. That was the top two teams last year. And then now we're going to some other teams that are proving it this year that, yo, we can ball out in certain situations. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I think we can do it. A lot of people are doubting it, but I think we can really do it. I think A-Chain coming back and a lot of other guys coming back too. It's gonna be.
I got a question, and this might be, you might take it the wrong way, Wayne, but are the Chiefs? This is from prior years. Just think of their prior teams they had this season. Do you view the Chiefs as like a scary football team?
For me, as long as they have Patrick Mahomes, They are always a scary team. The reason why people don't view them as scary is because their offense isn't high power. But the scariest thing about them is they have never had a defense to the level they have the defense this year. And that's what's making them scary to me. Because if their defense can keep every game close, I know that Patrick Mahomes will go down there and seal the deal.
I just feel like they've been very like. I mean, I know they're winning football. Don't get me
But
wrong; they're still playing good football. But I feel like it's been lackluster.
The thing about the Chiefs, though, it's about matchups because the Dolphins' defense was not a good matchup for the Chiefs because we have lockdown corners and we got guys that can get to the quarterback, and then we also have the weakest spot is our linebackers. And then, like I said, the team that they have, you lock down those outside receivers. It's pretty much not much can happen. So if they play, I feel like if they play the Bills, in my opinion, I feel like Patrick Mahomes can go off because I'm looking at the matchups. I think that matchup works for them. So they can still be a scary team because the defense is still there. The defense is good enough to make them scary because you still got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. So
I'm just saying, like, besides like the Bears, what has been like? I'm expecting them to like handle teams.
I mean, what teams really have lockdown corners in the AFC that's going to stop them from going to the playoffs, other than the Miami Dolphins that we just watched?
There's a lot of good defenses too.
Lockdown corners.
I mean, just describe. Are we going lockdown off a name or how they're playing?
How they're playing.
The Ravens DBs are playing unreal right now.
Oh, is he a safety or a corner, Geno Stone?
Brandon Stevens, who doesn't get a lot of love, is getting targeted a lot and playing highly, like playing well.
Okay, Marlon, so we got the
only
Ravens.
gave up one catch past weekend
against
DK.
Ravens. We got the Ravens and we got the Jets.
But the Jets, what else? Yeah, Browns have good DBs. They really do. Their corners are solid. That defense is solid. Trying to think.
Jets, Browns, Ravens.
That's it. I mean, that's 3 playoff teams, though.
Okay, you think the Jets and the Browns could beat the Chiefs?
Yeah, they could. I really believe it. Bro, it's any given Sunday, and the defenses are showing up. The defense can stop them. I really believe it.
That's hard for me to say if the Jets and the Browns.
I think the Browns definitely could beat them.
The Browns now or a healthy Browns team?
Their defense still top 3.
I'm asking, Browns now or healthy Browns?
Yes, Browns probably still can win. As long as they're able to run the football, they can. Yes.
The Kansas City run defense isn't that great as we go.
My point exactly.
So maybe.
That's why I kind of think they're not as scary, you know.
I think just Patrick Mahomes is still a wild card.
Yeah, obviously.
It's just you don't know what you're gonna get from him, man. So,
obviously.
And I think I feel like when he's in a shootout, I feel like if his defense isn't playing well, he goes berserk.
All I'm saying is like they're not the clear, concise, like clear-cut favorite like they usually are year in, year out.
I mean, we counted them out last year.
People were still expecting them out of the AFC, though. Them or the Bengals.
Thank you. So we're doing the same thing we're doing last year. We're counting them out, but people still expecting them to go out.
I never count them out.
But people were counting them out, though.
No, people were counting them out. I know. I understand. I'm not one of those people.
So I don't know, man. And the City Chiefs, they're still the Chiefs.
The Chiefs are still the Chiefs. As long as they got Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, they're always going to be scary, in my opinion.
And Andy Reid, don't forget about Andy Reid.
Andy Reid too. With that trio, they're always scary. And now with the defense playing the way it has, and it does hurt. I think was it Nick Bolton or who? It was Bolton who got hurt, right? That's out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's tough.
He's been out a couple weeks ago. That's why the run defense has definitely suffered. I'm pretty sure it's Bolton or it's Willie Gay. One of the two.
Willie Gay hard, man.
Willie Gay was balling. Son
He
does.
So yeah, it's Nick Bolton then that's out for that's been out for like the past 2 3
Willie
weeks.
was going
He's
crazy. He was on every
underrated.
single tackle, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, when Nick Bolton
He's
here,
just
he's
a
the one who got
depot you
hurt.
have when your
So
defense just go and get tackles.
yeah, he on IR, but it looks like he might be back for the playoffs. So yeah, he's only 5'11". That's crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's why he was a second round pick.
that's why I think they're always scared. They're always going to be scary. As long as the NFL should be actually mad that the defense is finally catching up. So yeah, I think they're always scary. And this kind of leads us into our next topic, man. So Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles. I want to have a debate. Who is the actual best team in the NFL? Give you guys time to each state which team you think is the best team in the NFL and reasons why. So, Chubbs, you can go first. Tell us why the Ravens are the best team in the NFL.
Because they are. Honestly, I mean, obviously there's some hiccups in their games that they have lost, but in those games they have lost, they've lost because of their mistakes and not the team beating them. One, in my opinion, but that's an opinion. But strictly off of we have the number one defense. Our number one we got DBs that are playing great coverage. We got a D line that's leading the league in sacks or their top 3 in sacks, getting to the quarterback, applying pressure. They are. Look it up.
I'm not saying your D line; it's your linebackers and safeties getting.
Hey, we got the
your D line is getting shit.
We got the
pressure.
best linebacker duo in the fucking league, and I'm gonna keep saying that they are.
Right now, you guys are playing better than the other duo. I'll give you that.
And I mean, I think they're just the overall most balanced team in the NFL because they can pass when they pass and they can run when they run. They played 2 division leaders in the past 3 weeks, and those division leaders only scored combined points of like 9. Like that's impressive. The Seahawks were only giving up 90 yards per game to opposing running backs. The Ravens came out and put up 290. An undrafted rookie running back got in the game and put up 139 on 9 carries. We got an offensive line. We got Lamar Jackson. We got everything. We got everything. And when we're kicking ass, we're kicking ass. And one thing Harbaugh, I listen to their interviews. One thing Harbaugh says: great teams find ways to win even when it gets really ugly. And there has been games that have been really ugly and they found ways to win. Cardinals being kind of one. They shouldn't be that close with Cardinals. But overall, they're just solid across the board. Across the board. And I mean, argument for the Eagles. Eagles.
No, you don't make no arguments. You got the argument for the Ravens. That is why. Joey, you can either, 2 things I want you to do. I want you to go against Chubb's point if you disagree, and then give me your team that you think is the best.
I'm not mad at your choice, Chubbs. I mean, it's the Ravens. Like they're playing a really good ball. I just wouldn't give it to the Ravens just because they haven't. How can I say this? There were hiccups in their games. There wasn't really consistency. And then finally, you guys are hitting your stride. You got hitting your stride now. So it's kind of hard for me to say y'all the best team now when there's another team that's been winning just throughout the season. Even though they got a nail, but they do have the best record in the NFL right now, and which is probably leading to my pick is the Eagles. Like I think the Eagles is the best team in the league right now, just because. And to your point, Chubbs, you just said it. You find ways to win the games even when it's ugly, and they've been in ugly games and they won every single one of them. And they've beaten some good defenses. They played, and they pretty much are a very well balanced team: passing, running, defense. They just all around playing very well, coaching very well. They have an unstoppable play, pretty much that works every single time. It's kind of hard to say they're not the best team right now. I mean, and I mean, the Ravens, I can definitely put the Ravens second. They're balling, they're blowing teams out. I mean, to your point, saying that they beat these top of the things teams of the Lions and the Seahawks. I already called those guys frauds, man. I mean, and when they played a good team, they got whooped. Just like how we talked about the Dolphins, when they play a good team, they get whooped. But I mean, not in the case though. Like Dolphins don't get whooped like that. So it wasn't. Well, hold on. Come on, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Hold on. No, but nah. I mean, I got the Eagles though. Eagles. I think the Eagles is the best team.
So I'm gonna go my point. I'm gonna go my team, and then after that we can come back together and talk about where we disagree with each other. To me, the best team in the NFL has always been, has never changed, and still is the defending champions. They have the best quarterback in the league. Their defense is playing at a top 10 level right now. Best tight end, best receiving weapon in the game in Travis Kelce. And got wins like the Dolphins on their resume, got wins like the Jaguars on their resume. I like those wins. They lost to the Lions team. They didn't have a Travis Kelce or Chris Jones. And then they lost a division game versus an opponent they haven't lost to in 8 years. They had to get that win sometime, I think the Kansas City Chiefs, at the end of the day, are still the best team in the league. Patrick Mahomes, again, best. He has led his team to opportunities to win and blow out teams. Guys are just not catching the ball. And, eventually they're going to have to start catching the ball because in these tight games it's going to cost them. For example, the Broncos game, 2 touchdowns were dropped. Chubbs can kind of feel the same about that because the Steelers game, when the Ravens played the Steelers, in that sentiment. Like Chubb said about the Ravens, they have been winning ugly games. It's kind of funny to hear him say that because he said the Chiefs were in danger because they were not destroying teams.
Well,
let me finish my point. Let me finish my point,
You
sir.
got one game where it's more than
Let me finish my point,
7
sir.
points.
The good teams win the close games and the tight games because that just means that they're able to play. So I got the Chiefs winning. I don't think the Ravens are the best team because like Joey said, it's before the year began, we said the NFC wasn't shit besides 3 teams. That's what we were saying. That conference was nothing to be serious about. All the good teams were in the AFC, and that's where the competition was. So when they blow out 2 subpar teams from the NFC, even though they have good records, Joey has already been commanding about how the Lions and Seahawks have not been playing anybody good and have not been playing good football. They ran into a good team, a really good team, and they were able. And that's what happened when you ran into a good team. The Seahawks and Lions, they played each other, and it was a blowout, a lot of scoring. But I give the Ravens credit; they did do that. But I also got to say they lost to a Steelers team with a offense that puts up 15 points a game, and they were held to, I believe, 10. And then they also lost to a Colts team that with the backup quarterback who started be the backup like that game. But yeah, they're still, to me, I actually have the Ravens as number 2, and then I have the Eagles as number 3. Simply because I think, and this is like me projecting, because I think that Jalen Hurts knee thing is going to be a big thing, and it is going to end up coming to hurt them. I also don't trust their pass defense, which I'll get into later. Just because I don't just trust their defense at all. In all honesty, they're just everyone's getting 300 plus yards on them anytime they want. like Sam Howell has thrown for over 700 yards versus that defense this year, and like 8 touchdowns. It's kind of ridiculous. His stat line versus the Eagles this year. So yeah, I have the Eagles as 3. So I got Chiefs as 1, and I don't think it's a far distance. I think the Ravens are right there, 2, and then 3. That's me.
Nice.
All right. So if we had to put a list together right now, I'm assuming the Ravens would be 1 because Joey and Chubbs has them at 1. You had them at 2. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's it. I wholeheartedly disagree, but we'll keep moving on. And I kind of want to get into this Eagles versus Cowboys game. So
You mean Eagles versus Cowboys versus the
the
NFL?
Dolphins,
The refs?
the refs.
You see some crazy stuff happen. What do you mean?
What happened? What did I miss? That
So it was what? It was before they kicked that field goal? No. I don't know. It was like 20.
I don't think the refs
what was the final?
step
What was
out
the
of
final?
bounds.
No, it wasn't the step out of bounds. It was the Dak signaling the lineman coming in to be ineligible, signaling the guy before the ball snapped, snapping the ball, and then they call that penalty for not checking in that that offensive lineman, number 77, and they scored on that play, which would have made them down like 2 or something. I don't know. It was right before it got to be 28, 23 or something.
Okay.
Instead of the field goal, they instead of 6 points, they got a field goal.
Oh.
And I don't agree that he got in on that tight end. That guy was out 100%. But my thing is, if he signals that, hey, this lineman's checking in to be an eligible guy, and it's on film of him signaling it, and you still throw the flag, that's like, damn, really? Like, makes you wonder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But every week there's some bullshit with the refs in the Eagles games. I will let y'all.
So are you
know
saying
that.
the Eagles are cheating? Is what you're saying?
I think the NFL is favoring these guys.
What is the NFL's agenda for favoring them? I just want to know.
A lot of people watch them games.
Story, man. What's the story?
Marketability. That's a very marketable team.
Okay. Are you on that side of history, Joe?
On what side of history? Of what?
That the NFL is
favoring the
Eagles.
Favored. I mean, I feel like every team gets favored, man. I think superstars get superstar calls. Like it happens. Like it's
so Dak Prescott isn't a superstar.
There's a certain thing about Dak Prescott, man. It's either you're the superstar or you're the villain. Dak is the villain right now. He's the villain, and because he plays for the Cowboys. Cowboys has been Cowboys are the team like, oh, we're the favorite, we're America's team, and everybody's like, no, you're not. We don't like y'all. Like so, but if you play for them, just know you're gonna get a lot of hate. I think Cowboys is the most hated team in sports. I think so. So he's like the villain, man. So I think it's just the story that the NFL paints, and I mean, I'm here for it. I'm not here for the calls. I'm not here for the calls for sure, but like, I don't know. I mean, the Dolphins game was iffy. 0 penalties. That was crazy. And then,
but the Commanders game. The Commanders game, they switched up the call right before. Like that was
crazy too. I mean, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we're gonna get a doc later on about the Eagles doing some cheating stuff. We're gonna see.
I hate Sirianni.
We're gonna see.
Sirianni.
We're gonna see, man.
All right, Jody, talk to me about Dak Prescott's performance, and how do you feel about?
Dak did. If we had Dak performance for the Dolphins game, we would have won. And I say that because he performed phenomenal until the fourth quarter. So if we had Dak first half play for the Dolphins, we would have been straight. But he played great.
They played a really good fourth quarter.
I'm so upset with their offensive coordinator.
He did play a good fourth quarter.
It was the third quarter that was shit.
It was pretty bad. I mean, but at the end of the day, you still came down to a situation where you can win the game. You get pushed back, like what was it because of the penalties? They got pushed back by 5 yards, 10 yards.
Not even that.
And then they got pushed out. It was just.
Y'all watched the end of that game? Y'all watched the final drive?
I did watch the final drive. I watched the final drive.
Did y'all?
The thing is when I ever watch a game-winning drive, it looks organized.
Right. But
It looks like
to that
somebody's
point,
in charge, and they're just commanding.
I don't know about that actually. I don't know because
Come on.
I don't know if y'all saw this play, but it pissed me the fuck off. It was
Which
third
play?
and goal, and they ran like a QB draw, thinking it was going to work with Dak Prescott.
They called that back. He couldn't
They
even
called
run
it
it.
back. Yeah, he didn't
But
get to
he-
run
He
it.
couldn't even run that play.
Even if that happened,
That was Dak though.
they had
Dak,
no
Dak checked
timeouts.
Dak said kill. He
Hold on,
checked
hold on.
it, and then he ran that.
They had no timeouts.
He ran that. So like that's my thing.
That was
It
the
looked-
slowest QB draw I ever think I've
But
ever
that's my
fucking
thing.
seen.
When I watch game-winning drives, game-winning touchdowns, quarterbacks are calm, they're collected, they get the offense together and they run the play. He didn't do that. And then they messed up. They didn't have a time. Boom. Instead of spiking the ball, this man threw a goal. Like,
Hey, that actually look.
it could have worked.
It could have worked. The guys did not know that was coming.
It could have worked,
That
but
defense
it
literally did not
But
see
it
that coming.
didn't. It didn't though. It didn't work. That's the problem. So
That was close.
It was just like, man, yo, and
CD was close to getting
and
in the end zone too.
that last play. My thing is just throw that thing in the end zone.
Yeah,
Just-
unless you
just
have
throw it in
somebody
the end
coming
zone.
underneath like a hook and ladder type of
Yeah,
thing.
throw it in the end zone. Throw it up and throw it up. Let somebody get it. I know you ain't trying to throw more than 10 picks, but bro, just throw it up. Just throw it up.
So he was protecting his stats instead of one.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna paint that narrative, man.
Painted. It's painted, Joey. It's painted.
Oh
it's
my God,
painted.
man. But Dak, I said he was gonna ball. I said he was gonna have a good game. Unfortunately, he couldn't win, and that's a QB stat, and that's an L on his record. So,
I'm gonna say so. So you were impressed by Dak yesterday.
I said I knew what he was gonna do. So that's what he was gonna do.
Were you impressed by Dak yesterday, Chubbs?
Nah, to be impressed, I have to see something new.
Yeah.
And no,
If he would have won, I would have been impressed.
I would have been impressed if he got in the end zone, not stepped out of bounds, but maybe
If he would have won the game, I would have been impressed. I'm like, there you go.
because then it would have been a game-winning drive. But like, I wasn't impressed. I don't know. I'm not really impressed with him. He played good.
He played good.
He didn't. All right, for Dak.
So what does that mean? Y'all had this man in the bottom 15.
You was hyping that performance yesterday when we were in the party. But then I was researching, doing some things, and like I kind of foreshadowed what I was gonna say. Sam Howell did the same thing Dak did versus the Eagles. Every quarterback has had a good game versus the Eagles, except for your guy too, and Zach Wilson. People are like, that's the best Dak presser I could ever play, and that's the problem. If that's the best Dak you can get, that's not good enough.
Okay, wait. So like, he threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns the game before.
Versus
You
bad
sound sad.
pass defenses.
You sound sad.
All right, man. All right. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Guy has a good-
And that's
Yeah,
the
the
thing.
good
People were hyping this Dak performance up. I'm like, are we forgetting how bad the Eagles' pass defense is? Like, we just brushed over that and just completely forgot the fact that they are terrible. They've been terrible all year, but now we want to hype it up because Dak had a good game first.
I don't
by the
understand,
media,
man.
by the masses. By
What
everyone.
more do you want from them? What more do you want them to do?
Be
They're
better.
balling. They're balling.
More.
How are they not?
I want them to beat the Eagles.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I need, and then this, like I said, getting sacked, Dak, you can't take the sack right there. I don't care if you guys come off that edge. You gotta throw that out of bounds near somebody. Does a Dak move to just not the way Dak and Tua ended the game was just beautiful. A Dak move to not, know to keep your foot in bounds. There was no reason for him to run out of bounds. He had a free lane. Like there was no reason for him to hug the sideline. Nothing. Terrible. But I will say this, even though this is why I have the Eagles as my number 3 team, because things like that, you can't have that through that. You can't have not every game everything's gonna go right. You're gonna get all the things that go. Not everything that the team that you're playing, everything's gonna go wrong for them and go right for you all. And I don't think that's sustainable. And I think that is why I have the Eagles not being as good as everyone else has them, because I think that they're going to end up running into an actual good team and it's going to cost them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's why I didn't have them as the best team in the NFL. That's why I have them as top 2 team in the NFL, even though they have the best record in the NFL. It's like you could see the writing on the wall. It's not similar to like us, the Steelers, when we had like the best record, 11-0, and everybody's like, "Nah, y'all not that good." It's not that because they are better than where we were, but you can see that the downfall is on the horizon.
So this is the thing, man. Like we talk about how these guys put up these big numbers against these guys and blah 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 blah, but we never talk about the other side of the game. How about we talk about the other side of the game where the team can't run the ball against this team because their run defense is so well, and all they have to do is pass. If you look at how many attempts these guys have against the Philadelphia Eagles, is always in the 40s because they can't run the ball. And you look at that, you look at the teams, you look at those games that when they play the Eagles, those rushing attacks don't be going off like that. They don't.
How many attempts they get per game?
Because they can't run the ball. If you look at them, all right, I got you right now. Hold on. I got you right now. They have the number 1 rush defense in the league. 160 attempts total. People average 3.7 yards a carry against them. That's one of the lowest. They only have 3 rushing touchdowns against the Eagles. Their rushing defense is the best in the league. So yes, people are going to pass the ball against them. So when you look at that's all you can do. That's all you can do. And did we not see that in the Dallas game?
But I also, I mean,
could Tony Pollard go off?
Has Tony Pollard gone off at all this year?
He couldn't perform against them. That's what I'm saying. He was stopping them though. Like that's so there's 2 sides of the story. It's 2 sides of the story. Maybe the passing is great, but also maybe they have to pass the ball because their rushing defense is so good.
Their offense also scores and takes a lot of time off the clock. So by the time teams get the ball, it's kind of similar thing with what I said versus the Bills last year, where it ended up being right. Because I think the game that they lost to the Jets were able to effectively run the ball against them because the game was close all game long. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, if you're able to keep the game close, you're able to run the ball effectively. You can beat this team.
Yeah. Cam Akers tore his Achilles back to back.
Jeez, man.
He's done.
Yep, he's done.
Yeah, his career is done.
Unfortunate.
Let's get to the next game, man. The Bengals continue to win. So are they really back? And then my next question for you guys are, what should the Bills do with this team?
Yeah, Bengals are back. I guess they're one of the top teams AFC. You can say they've had good weeks. They see the Ravens in a couple weeks though, so that'll be a big game. I think it's a Thursday night game, honestly, too.
It is a Thursday night game.
But Jamar Chase is banged up, so I don't know what's going on with him, but he got hurt or a little shaken up. So I don't know. I'm still not scared of them, but that's just me. Bills, I don't know what to do with them because when I think of this team, like they're not a bad team, but when I also think about this team, I don't see them going to the Super Bowl this year. They're like in that little gray area of we're good, but we're not like that good. So it's too late to, consider. Well, if you're going for playoffs, you're never going to offload your people at deadline anyway. So can't say time to rebuild or something because they're still a good football team. I don't know. I feel like Josh Allen needs a little bit more help. I know Stephon was frustrated. I think if he keeps continuing to be frustrated through playoffs this offseason, you need to part ways with him. Just start fresh. He's clearly, when he's not happy, he lets it know, and then that's only brings negative vibes and negative light to the team. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen with that team. I don't know how they're at the point they are. Their defense, in my opinion, is not that good. Their offense is just like skating by. So I don't know. It's hard to say what to do with them, Wayne and Joe, because they're not, like I said, they're good, but they're not like that good. And they're not that bad. So they're like the Seahawks to me of the AFC.
Seahawks of the AFC. I think it's time to retool starting next year. Get some fresh faces in there. I do think you get rid of Stephon Diggs for the simple fact of you need a running game. You need to get some better offensive linemen. You need to trade him. I think having this is going to sound wild when I say this. I think you have your Travis Kelce, so you don't need a Stephon Diggs. You guys already know how high I am on Dalton Kincaid, and I'm still super high on Dalton Kincaid. I think if you can have a running game with the ability to Stephon with the ability to have Dalton Kincaid on top of having just get a solid receiver, solid two receivers. I think two really good solid receivers, like a tweener of like a Christian Kirk type of guys. You can find like those type of guys, Christian Kirk type of guys, with a Dalton Kincaid and a good run game. You guys will be better. Defensively, they're good. They just got to be healthy. They were number one defense before everybody got hurt. Everybody got hurt, and then now the defense trash. Like their leader, Matt Milano, is gone. Everyone's getting older, so you definitely got to get younger because Jordan Poyer, those guys are definitely getting older. Micah Hyde definitely getting older. But again, their defense was fine until everybody got hurt. So everybody got hurt, the defense is fine. So I think you got to find a way to make that right. But yeah, I think you retool. You're gonna always be competitive as long as you got somebody like Josh Allen. But I think they're asking Josh Allen to do too many things, and with asking him to do too many things, he's going to turn the ball over. He's continuously turning the ball over in these big games. So you got to you got to be able to run the ball effectively because you can't ask him to do everything because that's one, not going to put enough wear and tear. That's going to put wear and tear on his body. So you got to get a better O-line to better protect him. And then three, I think you get rid of Stephon Diggs because he feels that is a lot of pressure on a quarterback to feel like if they know, hey, I got to get this guy the ball because if I don't get him the ball, he's going to be bitching. And he's going to let me know about his bitchiness. And I think no one wants to deal with that shit already. That shit can be annoying. Stephon Diggs definitely helped bring him to where he's at, but now I think it's time for the next progression. And if Josh Allen is this top 5 quarterback that everybody says he is, he can't be depending on one receiver for him to be successful. But again, he has his Travis Kelce and Dalton Kincaid. Get him a run game, get him some good not good above average receivers. I don't think he needs elite receivers. He needs above average to good receivers with the mix of Dalton Kincaid, who I think can be a top 3 tight end in the game within the next 2-3 years. But yeah, right. I think they're cooked. I don't think they're making the playoffs at all. I do think they're going to be the Dolphins again, but I still don't think they're going to make the playoffs again. Joe, what are your thoughts?
I agree. They're asking Josh Allen to do too much. I don't think Josh Allen is a top 3 quarterback. I don't think Josh Allen is as good as what a lot of people think he is. And I think to just for your point, Wayne, to give him Dalton Kincaid and some above average is not going to be enough. I think this is the first time I've seen a team, not first time, but like this is just one of the teams that's just catering to this quarterback to say, hey, I know you can win us a championship. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think he can win them a championship.
I said that. Remember, I said that, and people said I was crazy when I said I don't think he would ever win a championship.
I think for him to win a championship, they would have to surround him with so much more. And I think the way quarterbacks get paid now, it's going to be impossible. And just the caliber of player he is just. I think he gave us those couple years is because of the elite Stephon Diggs type player of why he gave us those years. And if you were to remove him out of that situation, we're looking at I like who are we looking at really? Because he's turnover machine. He's he's a gunslinger, but if he has nobody to give the ball to, he really just goes berserk on the field, man. He just runs, he throws it everywhere. He's just like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, he just starts doing random shit.
He just
like,
starts he's just trying to win the game. I feel him. He's trying to be a winner, but at the same time, you gotta surround him with players, ballers, and like that's how he's gonna win. And I don't think he's not a Mahomes, he's not a Brady, he's not those guys, man. I think he's one of the he's like I won't even call him a Stafford because Stafford done it probably with less. Stafford just had elite defense. Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Yeah, no, I don't know.
They do it with less. Come on, don't do that.
What you mean? He had. I'm talking about. I'm saying. I was just saying elite defense, and he had Cooper Kupp. And who else? Like,
yeah, OBJ. Come on,
OB. All right. I guess OBJ. He came like last minute though. Like,
who's the tight end? They had a good tight end too, man. What's his name?
I guess that was a super team. That defense was lit.
Defense. Yeah,
defense was lit. I give that to him. But well, I guess he got to be in a situation like that. Man, he got to be in a situation like that, like a capable quarterback to be like, hey, yo, just give me this team. Yo, he could win a Super Bowl with that type of team. So, but if you give him, I think above average is not good enough, man. For them to get two of above average receivers nowadays, he have to take a pay cut. He would have to take a pay cut.
Do you think he had to go take a drastic pay cut for them to be competitive?
He got to. He has to. He has to, man. I don't think he's that good to just do it with just one guy. And hopefully, if they keep Stephon Diggs, Dalton Kincaid become who he is, and just because like good drafting. The running game was working in the beginning of the season. I don't know what happened. So I don't know what was going on. It was working, and then all of a sudden it's not. But I don't know. It's the Bills is what we said they were going to be this year. Not good.
We did call it, and we did. Hey, yo, I'm just saying we call a lot of stuff early, and we looking. Our track record is looking pretty nice right now. So I like where we stand. All right. So that's how we feel about that team. So yeah, man, the Bills definitely are lackluster. So before we get to our midseason awards, got some questions for you guys here to answer. Will CJ Stroud be the next great QB? And what does this say about the draft experts who questioned? And then how good could this Texans team be? That was a beautiful last drive. You know, it's crazy. I said in my head when he got the ball and I saw how many times I had, I was like, watch this motherfucker go down there and win this game. And he went down there and won this game. Is he like the best rookie QB we've seen coming in year one?
I don't know.
No.
Is he better than Andrew Luck?
No, I'm about to say no. No. Andrew Luck was tough.
He never
Yo,
ran Andrew
when
Luck.
Andrew Luck came in, we was like, who is this guy? Like, what's going
I ain't gonna
on?
hold you. I don't think Andrew Luck was better than Cam.
Nah, Cam was tough. I was about to say Cam too. Cam was tough.
Nobody putting the stats of like rookie year Matt Stafford though. I'm checking.
Baker Mayfield actually has the most
Yeah, Baker makes out the record of that.
touchdowns as a rookie.
Yeah.
Well,
Baker had a good rookie year, man.
I mean,
That's why
I wouldn't
everybody
say
thought
he's
the
the
Browns
best,
had a
but he's
quarterback.
definitely. I wouldn't say he's the best ever. That's kind of hard to say.
he has a chance by the end of the season to be the best rookie.
He definitely does. He's
He has
having
one hell
an
of a
outstanding year. Outstanding.
Maybe. I know that it definitely doxes the little IQ test that they do before the year. It's like why even bother?
Yeah, because that was a big point that he did not do good on it, and that's why a lot of people didn't think he was going to be drafted. Shame on them.
Texans
Shame.
have a Texans looking good though.
So my question for how good do we think this Texas team can be though? Do we see a world where they make the playoffs?
They're not making the playoffs this year.
Why can't they?
All right, let's
Hold on,
go
man.
to
Let's
schedule.
we're gonna go to the schedule. We're
schedule.
gonna go to the schedule right now.
I don't think
I
they're
got
gonna
you.
make it. There's
The
too many good
Texans can
teams,
win
bro.
it, bro.
They got left on the schedule. They got the Bengals. That's probably L this week.
Big game this weekend.
Cardinals. That's a dub.
Jags.
They
You
already
don't know
beat
what
them.
you don't know what Broncos team gonna show up. You don't know what
Cardinals-
Jet.
The
You don't know
Cardinals
what.
got Kyler Murray comes back. Which I nice.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's back this week. Kyler Murray's back this week.
They play the Jets, the Titans.
Jets,
That's
tough.
They play Titans twice still, and they got to play the Colts.
They're
That's
losing.
three
They're
winnable
losing.
games.
They're losing.
They can go to the playoffs, bro. They
Brad,
can fuck around and go to the playoffs.
They're losing at least 4 more games.
They can fuck around.
5 more games.
They're losing 5, so they're going to finish 8 and 9.
And miss
I
it.
don't think so, bro. I see a world where they could go 10 and 7, bro.
So, Wayne, that would entail
the Browns falling off.
Either the Browns, Bengals, or Steelers fucking up somewhere.
The Browns falling off. I just told you.
I don't think it's that one. I think it's the latter. You just don't want to say it, but
the Bengals, yeah.
No, the latter.
I don't know. There's no team called the ladder. Sorry.
The stairway that don't exist.
But no, I think this team could be really good, and I think CJ Stroud is like not gonna lie to you, bro. I think he can mess around and end this year. Is there a way he ends this year and we say he's top 10?
He's top 10 right now, bro. Let's not sugarcoat it. He is top 10 right now.
Might be playing top 10, but
how is he not top 10? Has he not proven to us he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now?
Clearly not the Chubbs.
No.
How is he not?
What does he have to do, Chubbs, to prove that he's
balling?
Get your team in the playoffs.
Check his stats. Check his wrist. What?
Get your team in the playoffs with your play, and then I'll talk to you.
Man, Chubbs, you don't believe that, bro.
I do.
So the
he
Texans
has 14 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Hey, Brock Purdy was perfect a couple weeks ago, and then look what happened.
He's been doing this all season.
Hey, we'll see.
With the Houston Texans. Hold on,
we'll
man.
see.
Yo.
Hey, you taking CJ over Dak right now?
Yes.
No, I'm asking Joey.
What you say?
He is.
CJ's over Dak right now?
Yeah, he's taking
CJ. Hell yeah, I'm taking CJ over Dak.
Okay, if that's the case, then sure.
He's balling. You know.
Hey, CJ's over Trevor.
No.
CJ was over Kirk.
Cousin?
They're the same level.
So Kirk on my list is around back end top 10. So
They're the
like
same
10.
level.
So
Better. If he better than Dak, he better.
is he better than Herbert?
Yes, this year, yes, he's better than Herbert.
He's
I'm
balling.
not talking. I'm
Absolutely.
not this year for sure the season, but I'm talking about if we go talking about it
If
in the
I'm drafting
offseason.
a
I'm
quarterback,
drop right
in
now. I'm taking
his
CJ Stroud.
I'm taking CJ Stroud.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Right now, I'm taking
Hey,
CJ.
Joey B's not back in the conversation, right?
Joey B is balling.
Yeah,
Gibby's
now
top
he is.
5.
But no,
Yeah,
but he
he
wasn't in
balling.
the guy. He wasn't in the conversation. Now he's back in the
He
conversation.
balling. He balling.
First of all, I was trying to push the propaganda last week that he was back, and you would not let me.
We've been said they was gonna go on a streak. We've been
I said
that.
it. I
we
said
said that
don't
like
count
3
down.
weeks ago.
He's
He was
trash.
gonna
When
be
they
on a
started
streak.
1-3, it was like, bro, don't worry, they're gonna come right back
Right.
and be balling.
Come on.
We literally said that.
Let me.
Now he's trash. Don't he got more passing touchdowns than Lamar already?
That don't matter.
Ain't gonna have no bye week.
He got 14 touchdowns, bro.
Yeah, you gotta give it to him, bro.
1 intercept. 1. This is crazy. Was there like what 5
Chaz
and
don't
3?
like Chaz don't like putting rookies out there, but it's crazy because he was quick to throw sauce.
Hey, you know it's crazy. Hey,
5 and 3?
you know what John Joseph be saying. The NFL is law, right? The NFL list is law.
Oh no, John Joseph's not on here right now though.
CJ Stroud's at number 13 in the rankings.
That was last week. Where do you think he's gonna be at
This week?
Yeah.
No, it's this week.
No,
Week
it's
9.
not
It
Tuesday.
ain't come
yet.
out yet.
It's not Tuesday. It gotta be Tuesday. It gotta be
Come on,
Tuesday
man.
after Monday night. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Stop playing.
don't do that, Chaz. Don't do that.
All right, well let's go over. They got Jalen at 1, Tua at 2. So Tua's dropping.
We're
right?
going down. Boom.
Patty's going up, right?
Patty
Yeah.
should have been at 1, but go ahead.
Lamar Jackson they had at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen was at 5. Is he going
Tua
up or
taking
down?
Down.
Lamar spot.
So Kirk's
Tua
at
at
6,
4.
but he's done. He's going to be out of it. So they got Stafford at 7. He didn't play this week.
No.
Boo.
Trevor Lawrence at 8.
He higher.
Dak Prescott 9.
Get him out of there.
Jared Goff 10.
They're gonna keep him in there because he had a great performance.
He 10.
So Jared at 10.
Get Jared out of there.
They got Justin Herbert 11 and Joe Burrow 12, and then CJ Stroud's 13.
Joe Burrow in there. Get fucking Jared Goff out of there.
I'm not mad about this.
That isn't too bad. I hate the Stafford. I hate the Stafford.
I don't like it either.
I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
He was winning games.
I mean, you take
with
Stafford
one guy,
and Kirk
though.
out of that top 10, and then Herbert and Joe Burrow, I think, are better than CJ Stroud. That's just my opinion. But
Nah, CJ Herbert, Burrow for sure. So Burrow gonna be in the top 5.
Only thing that yeah, okay, never mind. All right,
Burrow got to be top 5.
Ain't worth saying it.
What you gonna say?
Don't be hating.
Nothing.
Don't be hating, man.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to our mid-season awards for the NFL.
So, what Bengals fan you hate like that for you not to like?
He hate the Browns. He hate them because they went to the Super Bowl and the fans start talking crazy.
They are crazy. You see this shit? They're crazy.
Chubb's been a Bengals fan. He gotta know a Bengals fan that he just don't like.
Dylan Adams.
Yeah, leave Dylan alone.
Yo, dead.
He said confidently, dude. Dylan Adams. What Dylan did to you?
Oh man,
he was my roommate.
I'm dead. That's even funnier that he was your roommate.
Freshman year.
All right, man. Let's get ahead and get into it, man. Mid-season awards, Coach of the Year. Who do you guys have?
Mike McDaniel, just because he's funny. Now I'm playing.
Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year will probably go to mid-season. They got 2 losses. He should have won it last year, but they didn't go to the playoffs. Do they got 2 or 3? Dan Campbell.
Yep, Dan Campbell. I agree.
My Coach of the Year, mid-season, DeMeco Ryans.
That's a good one.
Houston Texans.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
All right. Next award, we have Rookie of the Year. I think this is all good. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think we all know who this is.
Quarterback, CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
Puka Nacua.
I knew he was
Hi there. CJ's try. CJ's try.
All right. So I think our consensus was Dan Campbell. So y'all, and this is gonna be like our list. So right now, TJ Stroud, defensive rookie of the year.
I got two guys in mind, but I feel like one is going to finish the season better, and it's going to be Jalen Carter. That's for me.
It's tough.
The other one is the DB.
I'm going Witherspoon.
Yeah.
I got Witherspoon as well.
Witherspoon, then. Cool.
All right. That was your second guy?
Yeah, that's my second guy.
All right. DPOY.
I got two guys for this too. I had to do my research on this. I had to do my research because I was fooled by the stats.
Geno Stone. Joking. He balling, man.
He is balling. Again, that. So the Chevy, like that pick he had, I was like, who you throwing that ball to? So bad. Who you throwing that to?
And then he got like the Ed Reed record or something like that.
He's going for it. He's like he's like 3 interceptions shy of breaking Ed Reed's record.
I'm just like, bro, who you throwing it to, bro? He was nobody was there but Geno.
He must have another one.
Like Geno, who you throwing that to, bro? Tell me you trying to throw that away and you lost the grip. What's up?
DPOY. That's tough. He won it last year, didn't he?
No. If you're thinking
TJ didn't win it last year.
TJ didn't win it.
No.
Damn, sucks. He's not going to win it this year either.
He's definitely not going to this year.
I got Myles Garrett.
Miles. I'm gonna go with Michael Parsons.
I got TJ Watt. So we got to figure out a way how we're gonna do this.
Miles was my second.
Miles was your second.
TJ
He's my second as well.
TJ was my second.
Miles wins my first place and second. Offensive player of the year.
Who? Oh, that's tough.
If he had a good game,
Tyreek Hill.
If he had a good game this week, I would have been.
It'll be Tyreek
on him.
It's gonna be Tyreek.
I'm teetering right now.
And you want me to go?
Yeah.
AJ Brown.
Oh yeah.
So mad you picked him.
Gotta be AJ Brown.
Our answer is gonna be Tyreek because my option was Christian McCaffrey.
Well, my second was AJ.
My second was Tyreek.
So it's tied.
Wait, so who's your third?
No, hold on. Tyreek wasn't my second. So
Tyreek was your second. Tyreek was his first.
No, he wasn't my second.
He wasn't your second. So what's your second?
No, my second is your first.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I didn't have a third, so.
So who won?
I think
Tyreek. AJ won.
I had Tyreek at my second.
Because AJ, actually, I would pick him as my second because he's snapping. So yeah, it's AJ. If you have Tyreek as your third, Wayne.
I have Tyreek at my second, and you have Tyreek as your first. And then
yes,
he has Tyreek.
But you have AJ as your. I don't fucking know.
I have.
All right, let's debate. Let's debate for reasons why we think this person should be who should win it.
All right.
So why do we think AJ Brown should be it?
I don't think he should be there. So
I think AJ Brown should be it. He's been
snapping. He's consistent. Also,
consistently every game. He gives us a touchdown.
He's been the reason they win.
Tyreek Hill. You can say things about Tyreek Hill, but there has been games where Tyreek has been missing, and you haven't seen that for AJ. He's been in every game, done everything consistently. Christian McCaffrey, I kind of feel the same way. And I might lean him too, honestly. I might end up flopping him to one for the simple fact that he's done it in the run game and the pass game.
say.
He is the 49ers offense. Wherever he go, however he goes is how they go. So you know what? After further consideration, I'm gonna go with Christian McCaffrey as offensive player of the year.
So, you had to think about it because I was like, Christian McCaffrey has been consistently. He literally gave us a touchdown every single game he's played since he's been back. And he is the cat. You can't stop him. Doesn't matter if they're losing or winning. He is scoring a touchdown. You cannot stop him.
Next one, MVP.
Is this what we think is going to happen at the end of the season? Still?
Right now. Oh, shit,
Right now, the MVP.
Big trust. Woo woo.
Right now. The MVP right now. I feel like the MVP will go to this guy because I think it would just have. I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts. I have to. I just feel like that's the right answer.
Lamar's my one and Jalen was my two. So
I have Jalen Hurts as number
Patty's
one.
my third.
And Patty's my number 2. 8-1, running the ball, throwing the ball. Him and AJ Brown have been on the tear. So I have to give Jalen Hurts the MVP.
So I got a question. Why? I mean, this is I want your guys' opinion. He doesn't have the stats, but the team's winning. But why do people keep talking about Lamar as like the MVP favorite, like on like talking shows?
Because winning matters.
I mean, obviously.
That's why.
Yeah, honestly, I think
his numbers aren't terrible, but they're not like, oh my god.
They're not MVP. They're not MVP.
It's not MVP numbers.
But it's the feel of the game. When you watch a game, you could tell he's that team.
He's dominating. Yeah.
He's that the feel of the game like that. That's why. And also, I think it's propaganda. He's the guy to push all these black people on these black analysts want to prop Lamar because people always shit on Lamar. So they're like, damn, that be ass, so we can't prop him up. So they're gonna prop Lamar. Lamar is definitely playing really good. But I think this offense ended up not being exactly what we thought it would be as well. If this offense was the way we thought it and we envisioned how it was going to be from the beginning, like remember this year, we were like, oh, they're going to sling it, they're going to gunsling it. So that wasn't the best thing for it. The best thing for you guys is the same thing. Run the ball, dominate the team.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Wayne and everybody and Joe. Yes, you're right with that. But I think Monken goes into the game, obviously, with a game plan. Depending on who they're playing, they're either running the ball heavy or they're passing the ball heavy. There's been games where they pass the ball just as much as they run. There have been games that they're running the ball a lot more than they pass because teams just literally can't stop them. So I just think it's more of, and this is why I think the Ravens will be a dangerous team in the playoffs, especially with how Lamar's playing. They're taking what you're giving them.
Yeah, that's the best team. That's how the best teams win. They take what you give. That's one thing that makes Joe Burrow really good. You want to stop me from bombing it up and throw it short all game. So. Yeah, so
I don't know, man.
Next,
but Greg Grimm was straight running the ball, so
yeah,
different, and making Pat Ricard do wheel routes.
I saw Pat Ricard catch a screen and go crazy.
He did go crazy, but that's a screen. That's not a wheel. He wasn't lining up out in the slot.
Next, we have comeback player of the year.
Tough one.
I think we were just talking about him.
Who?
Lamar.
I don't think he's comeback player of the year.
Why not? He came off an injury.
No,
I don't like that.
That's what?
That is an insult.
How was that an insult? He literally came from an injury.
I'd rather give it to Odell. Before Lamar.
Oh yeah, before Lamar, but Odell's nowhere.
Wait, well, how was Lamar nasty though? How was that bad?
He only was missed 7 games. It's not like he had like a crazy like tear where he was out for a whole year or type bullshit.
Bro, he literally didn't finish the season.
Then why didn't he get it? Why were they talking about how he was doing it the previous year before he got hurt again? Because remember he did
Jerry,
back-to-back
pick somebody
years.
else. That's a bad one, Joe.
That's a
Pick
bad
How's
one.
that a bad one?
Nah, he's not comeback player of the year.
What do you mean? People are voting for him.
Is he the favorite right now?
Hold on.
He's
I'm gonna
not the
check
favorite,
you.
but he's up
I'm
there.
gonna check your shit right now. Hold on. Comeback
Like, what are we talking about?
player of the year NFL odds. The odds tracker. Let's see. Oh wow.
Am I wrong?
No, you're wrong. But the number one obviously is what Wayne said before the season even started. DeMar Hamlin has the best odds right now. Then second best odds are Tua. Third best odds are Breece Hall. Fourth is Lamar, and for some reason, fifth is TJ
So
Watt.
Lamar's on there, so I'm not crazy.
But
Crazy.
Right. So wait, hold on. So it's not bad then. Like, not a bad thing. He could still win. He could win it.
Tua's higher, but it's in recent weeks. Joshua Dobbs has risen. And
that is my comeback player of the year.
Crazy.
It's Joshua Dobbs. He's my comeback player of the year. Even though he didn't come back from injury, what he's been doing, he's been on 5 teams in this 1 year, and everywhere he has been balling. Balling for the Cardinals.
That's another Geno award.
Well, he's gonna get the Geno award. So yeah,
man. All right.
I'm either gonna give it to Dobbs or Gardner Minshew.
Gardner's a good one. Joe, are you sticking with Lamar?
I'm sticking with that.
That's so we're going with Josh Dobbs. I got a question for you guys. Kyler Murray is set to return this week. But my question for you guys is, what should the Cardinals do? Are they showing them out there to show promise to decide if we should keep him, or if they're saying, you're here, play, we have a chance to make some noise?
Didn't they trade?
So wait, are you saying what should they do
as in
playing football, or are we talking about moving
playing
on?
Football, trying to win, or try to move on?
Move on from Kyler.
You think that's what they're going to do?
No, I'm asking you.
So essentially, do they go out there and say, we want to go out there to lose games still, but make Kyler look good so we can build a stock to trade him, or try to be competitive?
I would say.
Why would they want to be competitive right now?
They're 1-8 right now. Did they trade away that first round pick?
They have the Texans first round pick.
But so they have the Texans first round pick and have another one.
They have their own, yeah. So
what I would do is I would lose out, trade Kyler Murray, get more first round picks, and just keep on rebuilding because that's what you did last year. I don't think Kyler is the answer in Arizona. My opinion.
Listen, man, if Kyler don't play in Arizona, he's about to be a backup. I don't agree with that. Where he's gonna go play, and and they want him to start there. The Raiders,
Atlanta.
Man, the Kyler disrespect is crazy, bro.
Atlanta.
The Kyler Murray disrespect is so freaking crazy.
Listen. I'm not saying this because of his talent. I'm saying because of all the things that have happened since he's been in the league. The man, he's been hurt. They've been talking about issues with him. It just doesn't seem like he is starter one.
I'll tell you where he's going to be.
I don't think it's QB1 because of just I guess persona or whoever they.
So you think he's a backup quarterback in the league?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, Joey.
I'm not saying that off of talent, though. Yeah. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? I'm not saying that off of talent. I'm saying off the injuries and off the things that have happened to him in the league, and also him having one of those off the field issues with the coaching staff, and they were talking about him in the playbook and also other stuff, man. So I'm just saying, with an attitude like that, and we've seen quarterbacks like that in the past, that have the talent and they just don't pan out because of situations like that. And I said he could end up not being a starter in the league. Like that's not crazy to say.
You ain't saying Mike. You said
This is
definitively he's a backup quarterback.
I said,
this is what you all need to
all
monitor.
right, go ahead.
This is what we need to monitor because I think it's very possible, given the recent medical news we got from one of these teams. If they continue to lose, I really believe they should try to trade him to the New York Giants because Daniel Jones tore his Achilles, and he might be on the outs with them. They need to figure something out.
Mhm.
That wouldn't be a bad situation for Kyler. Yes, it might be bad for the org because you're trading away your first round pick you need to, keep building that team. But clearly we see Daniel Jones is not it for the Giants. Tyrod Taylor's played better when he's came in. Hell, even whatever that guy was.
Donnie DeVito?
Yeah, Danny DeVito, whatever his name is, playing better than Daniel Jones. Team's not bad. Yes, you still have to pay Saquon in the offseason, but I feel like if you bring Kyler in, Saquon will, hey, you brought in Kyler Murray. I'm gonna sign him and continue to play in New York.
I'm not signing Kyler Murray. This is crazy.
You're saying
Bro,
trade
why
him?
are you disrespecting
What?
Kyler Murray
I'm
like
not
this,
signing
Joey?
Kyler Murray, bro.
But in order to do that make that Giants thing successful, they need to have another. They need to bring in another receiver. They can't have the receiving core that they currently have. They don't have bad ones, but they need another one in order for it to work.
Joey, why are you trying Kyler Murray, bro?
No.
You don't think that's possible?
Why would I sign him though, bro?
You said no team he would start on. He would be day one.
He could start, but he ain't gonna do nothing for me.
Why he not?
Hey, hold on, curveball. What if he gets traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Man, I put faith in Kyler Murray.
Mike Evans is gone.
I put
if
faith
you
Evans
gave
is gone.
If you get Kyler Murray to a spot, y'all be better than where y'all are now. That's a fact.
I gave Kyler Murray.
That's a fact, Joey. That's a fact.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Kyler Murray's not top 10 quarterback in this league, but he's not. He's not below 15.
Joey,
I be watching him play, and I be like, bro, what the hell you doing, bro?
What he do?
I don't know what he gonna do.
Oh, now he don't know what he gonna do.
He probably run. He probably run the ball. What do you do? I don't know.
He would sling that shit to Tyreek.
That's all I'm saying.
He probably get mad picks because he don't know where the receiver's about to be.
That's crazy.
Come on, crazy.
They're the same height. What are you talking about?
That's crazy.
You being nasty, dude.
No, listen, man. I'm saying this because, bro, we gave him time, and I watched, and I like Kyle Murray when he came in. I watched him play. There was moments he looked good, but there was moments it's like, what the are you doing, bro? What are you really doing on the field? Sometimes he's just again. He's not a quarterback that I think that will win me a championship. Put it that way.
And Tua is?
I never said Tua was.
All right.
Y'all know how I feel about Tua. I'm stuck with Tua.
Listen,
all right. Don't bring me back to that.
Murray, go get Marvin Harrison Jr. And you already got the Texans pick as well. So get some more offensive linemen to help protect them. You guys are shown to be competitive. I think they're going to be a little bit more competitive now as well. Don't disrespect Kyler Murray ever like that again in your life, Joe. That's all I got to say.
What did I say?
Call him trash.
I ain't call him trash.
Yes, you did. You call him a backup quarterback.
I said he will be a backup quarterback.
That's
what I say.
Call him trash.
So if you don't ever become a backup quarterback, I'm lying.
Oh my God. All right, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say to the people before we get up out of here? Or just were those buying sales? Were those recent? Oh.
Which buy ourselves? I didn't do anything if that's the case.
All right, bet. I saw it start bench cut Howell, Ritter, Dobbs, and I'm starting Dobbs.
I feel like we didn't do that one before, but yeah.
Dobbs is not there.
And
no, it is at the bottom.
And I'm benching Howell. And I'm benching. And I'm cutting the guy that lost his position already.
I got one. All
right, go ahead.
Start bench cut. Kenny Pickett. Will Levis. Trying to think of the good third one. Desmond Riddler.
He already lost his spot. Why would he
Oh.
put him in category with him?
My bad, Zach Wilson. I'm joking. Not Zach Wilson. All right, Jordan Love.
In the fourth quarter?
No, just start bench cut.
In the fourth quarter, give me Kenny. Every other time, give me Jordan Love.
Who was the other guy?
Will Levis.
I'm starting Jordan. I'm benching Kenny. I'm cutting Levis.
I'm starting Levis, benching Jordan, and I'm cutting Kenny. All right, well.
Why are you being so nasty? Why you cutting Kenny? I know why you cutting Kenny, because he got more wins than Lamar doing the stick.
I don't think he's good. That's why I'm cutting Kenny. That's why I'm cutting Kenny.
Oh, so he ain't good, but he's just good enough to beat y'all twice.
All right, hey, who would you take right now, Wayne? No, this is Joe. Who would you take right now? This is your opinion. Come keeping with me and Wayne out of this because it's Ravens Steelers. Gus Edwards or Najee Harris?
Najee, look how they talking about you. You should be embarrassed.
Najee balling. I'm not Najee up. Gus is balling, so
you should be embarrassed. They had you top 10 when the season started, Najee. Now look at the conversation.
Now you're talking about Gus.
I don't know, man. I might.
Give me Gus Edwards.
I don't know, man. You taking him right now? You said right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Gus Edwards. I guess I'll take Gus Edwards right now.
Not Jalen Warren? Give me Jalen Warren.
I'm taking Keith Mitchell over Jalen Warren.
It's
He balling, bro. I'm telling you. I'm spending all my budget. Y'all better try to get him. I'm spending all my budget in them waivers.
All right, man. That is the end of this episode. We appreciate everybody that came through. Who we got tonight? We got the Chargers and Jets. Who we got winning that game?
The Jets.
I got the Jets.
Zach Wilson masterclass.
And versus that DB, Kenny Pickett can have a masterclass. So yeah, I got the Jets winning as well. All right, man.
Yeah.
Jay, you got anything to say about the best division in football that you was disrespected for the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, good for now.
We've been good, not for now. It's been the last couple weeks.
Yeah, good for now, man. Yeah, good for now.
What was it, Wayne? If the NFL ended, the season ended today.
Every single one of us.
Every single AFC North guys in.
And that's what I had when I had the thing starting in the beginning of the year, man. I'm sticking to it. Every team from the AFC North will be in the playoffs.
Ravens are exceeding. I had them at 4 or 5 losses. They got 2 right now. Keep it up.
That's still on track. I ain't exceeding.
We're gonna win. We're beating the Dolphins. We're beating the Jags.
Yeah, so y'all winning out.
We winning out.
All right.
Now we might lose one. We might lose one to a divisional opponent.
You know who you're losing to.
We're not losing to y'all. We're playing in M&T. We're not losing to y'all.
Y'all lost M&T yesterday. Last week.
No,
last year.
That was a little Lamar.
Don't care.
I do.
Last time Lamar played us there, he lost.
It happens. But last time Lamar played you, we had 8 drops with receivers having the ball in their hands. So
I'm saying last time he played in MT versus he lost. Walk in your trap, take over your trap. That's where that all started.
One game. Well, how many years ago was that?
I mean, that Big Ben was still in the league.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. All right, y'all. Next time, we'll see y'all. I'm out.